March will go down as one of the wettest on record for the eastern seaboard, but it's much needed rain, and I'll show you why. These are the summer rain deciles. That red shading shows below average rain through summer for eastern Australia, but very much above average rain for the central and western parts of the country. But it's that area, the east coast, where we've seen the heavy rain so far this month, even just in the past week. Well over 50 millimetres for some southern parts of Victoria, southeast South Australia. The bright red indicating over 300 millimetres for the north coast of New South Wales. Back on Saturday, around New Italy, we had 400 millimetres in just one day. That led to severe flooding. And we've seen well over 300 millimetres just north of Rockhampton. So heavy falls have returned to central parts of Queensland. Now, the skies have been lighting up. We've had 10 consecutive days with rain and storms through eastern parts of Queensland and New South Wales. We've got some great shots we can show you from the Upper Hunter district. This was earlier in the week at Mangrove Mountain. Andrew Cooney there, a storm chaser. Wow, fantastic shot of a shelf cloud approaching with what was probably a severe thunderstorm. Now, severe storms yesterday took power out to tens of thousands of properties through Western Sydney. We had gusty winds bringing down trees. And when they fall onto power lines, that's when you see power outages. Also some heavy rain. Homebush picked up over 40 millimetres of rain. Now, this is how much rain we've seen so far this month compared to the long-term average. Huge falls to Wanton, over 400 millimetres. These totals keep going up every single day. Katoomba's now had 485 millimetres, about triple the long-term average. It's not a record, though. 700 is the record. Sydney's up to 267 millimetres of rain, which has been the wettest about 5 years, about double the long-term average. Condobolin, 192, west of the Ranges, 5 times the monthly average. Their record's 254. We could break a record in a few places. Here's the forecast rain. We have a new weather system, but the same weather. Rain continuing through southeast New South Wales. It's due to an upper low. Scattered showers for eastern Victoria, and storms continuing for northern New South Wales today and through the eastern parts of Queensland, with further heavy rain for the central coast. In the meantime, a tropical low is bringing heavy rain and flooding to the Pilbara district, and moisture from that system feeding down into a trough, leading to heavy rain through the central part of WA. That rain will increase during Friday. There's a good chance of flooding through the eastern Gascoyne and the Goldfields district. Showers and storms becoming isolated through the top end. Tropical low is forming in the Coral Sea. There's a good chance of a cyclone forming over the weekend. We'll see the showers, though, in the short term easing for the central part of the coastline, but then perhaps starting to increase along the north tropical coast as that tropical low or cyclone moves towards the coast over the weekend. Another upper trough being showers on Saturday to New South Wales, with rain continuing through the central and southeast part of WA. Again, showers on Sunday, and have a look at the forecast rain on Monday, with a good chance of that system hitting the coastline. The first cyclone in 2 years to make landfall for Queensland. It's too early to say definitely for certain that that will happen, that it will make landfall, but it's a high chance at this stage. That heavy rain will continue on Tuesday. So altogether over the next 8 days, 100 millimetres plus likely for the central inland of WA with flooding. We'll see fairly light falls for Victoria, heaviest in the eastern part of the state. Good falls for New South Wales, another 20 millimetres for many eastern parts of the state, and 200 millimetres plus possible for the central Queensland coast, and over 400 millimetres indicated by the black for the tropical Queensland coast. Now, that is highly dependent on the exact location and intensity of our tropical cyclone. But if the system makes landfall, there will be widespread flooding along with the other threats from a tropical cyclone. More details on that coming up shortly in the analysis report.